Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Day number 11 guys of my Thanksgiving Day menu. Oh, I got something nice right here. You guys seen me cook this before? This is my Galageechee red rice. Some people call it Charleston red rice or low country red rice, but it is absolutely delicious. We not wasting any time jumping into this video. Just gonna be making a kind of medium-sized batch today. I got me some onions, green bell pepper, and a piece of celery I wanted to get rid of, so I'm gonna add that in there also. Got me some sausages, some Uncle Ben's rice, some tomato paste. It's gonna be a lot of going back and forth about me not washing that rice, but you guys need to do your research before speaking. Parboiled rice has already been treated and does not need to be washed. When you wash parboiled rice, you are washing off the nutrients that are intended for you. But by all means, if you want to wash it, knock yourself out. But I'm not going to be washing mine, and I don't want to hear about it in the comments because I will block you. Absolutely 100%. Alrighty guys, so now that we got that out of the way, let's get this show on the road. I'm excited about cooking this. People ask me all the time, what's my favorite thing to cook? This right here is my absolute favorite thing to cook. A nice good pan or pot of red rice. I'm gonna get my sausages and vegetables down in here at the same time. Let them cook up, get a little tender, a little brownness on it. And once I get them brown and tender to the point I like, I'm gonna be back and add my tomato paste inside of here. We're gonna get this show on the road, guys. We're gonna get it on the road. I absolutely love cooking my red rice. Alright guys, so I got my sausages and vegetables getting brown, getting a little bit tender. Still want them to cook a little bit longer than this right here. So we're just gonna keep kind of moving those around and let them develop a little color and a little tenderness to it. Not gonna take that long for that to happen. And once we have them kind of looking just like this right here, this is going to be good enough because this is going in the oven, guys, for about a good hour and 20 minutes. So these vegetables will have enough time to get completely softened for me. So now I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to add my tomato paste inside of here. I know some people use tomato sauce, guys. You could definitely use that also, but I like the tomato paste. I think the tomato paste just has a nice, more richer, deeper tomato taste than that than your sauce. But by all means, use your sauce if you would like. So once I got all of my tomato paste in there, you just want to let that cook until that kind of melts down, and you just want to cook off that raw tomato taste that you sometimes have. That is it, guys. Now we're gonna do is just bring this thing together. We got that off of the heat, and now we're just gonna mix our rice in here and our liquid and seasonings, and this thing is gonna go in the oven. So while I got it like this right here, and I know that may seem like that's a lot of excess oil in the bottom, but trust me, you're gonna need that. You're gonna want that. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna pour my rice right in here. I'm not washing this rice. I'm gonna let you know again, I'm not washing this parboiled rice. Doesn't need to be washed. If you wanna wash yours, knock yourself out. And I'm just eyeballing it right here, guys. That's about 4 cups of rice. I'll have that absolute that correct directions and recipe in the description of the video with the exact measurements, so don't worry about eyeballing it or anything. I'll have that recipe in the description. So we're just gonna get our rice mixed in right here a little bit. You don't have to do this. You could just add everything in it and give it a mix, but I'm a creature of habit, and once I start doing something, I kind of keep doing it that same way over and over and over again. So once we got that mixed in, that looks good enough to eat just like that. But you can't eat that just like that, guys. We gotta come in here. We're gonna add some liquid to this thing. You can add a chicken stock if you would like. I'm just gonna add water because I'm gonna be using a little chicken bouillon. So basically the same thing. You can come in here and add water to it, and I don't want this to be drowned in water, guys, because what's gonna happen is that's gonna make your rice really soggy. A lot of people can't cook red rice because it comes out too soggy for them, and that's because they're adding too much water and not compensating for the fact that your tomato paste or your tomato sauce is going to help to tenderize your rice also. So my rule is I like to use the same amount of rice that I use that same amount of water, and then let the tomato paste compensate for that extra moisture that's going to make your rice nice and tender and just falling apart, not sticky, not soggy, not clumped together or anything. So once I get that liquid added in, we're gonna come and season this thing up. I keep it real simple with my seasonings. Just a little bit of black pepper. Almost overdid it with the black pepper, but I will come in here heavy with the onion powder. I don't put garlic powder or garlic in mine, guys, because garlic is such an overpowering thing to me. It's like as soon as I taste something, the first thing I'm going to taste is garlic. And I'm not a big fan of garlic, so I tend to leave garlic out of a lot of things that I cook because it just overpowers the dish for me. So that was a little black pepper, a little onion powder, chicken bouillon, and then we're going to cut the acidity of that tomato paste. And I'm going to come in here with just a couple tablespoons of light brown sugar. You could use granulated sugar if you would like. Excuse me. I like to use a little light brown sugar. And we are just going to give that thing a mix. And you can see this might look like it's not going to be enough liquid inside of here, but guys, trust the process. I can cook this thing in my sleep while I'm in a deep dream. Just trust the process. And now I'm going to add one more thing in here. This is totally optional. I just like to do it just because it has a little bit more color to it, and I like to put just a little few sprinkles of dry parsley flakes inside of here. Alright, and we're going to get this bad boy covered and in the oven. I'm going to put this on 350 and let it go for an hour and 20 minutes. And this is my first time cooking it in this particular pan, so I don't know how this pan is going to cook it. I normally cook it for 120. This is a heavier pan, so it may need to go an extra 10-15 minutes, but I'll figure that out after an hour and 20 minutes. I'll be back and we're going to give this thing a mix and see what all I need to do next to it. Alrighty guys, I am back. The red rice is out of the oven. And this is looking promising already. Doesn't look like I'm going to have to cook it any longer. That's an hour and 20 minutes on 350 degrees. I'm just going to come in here with my spoon and let's just give this bad boy a mix. We're going to get a lot of steam up in here. At first, guys, I got a lot of steam coming off of this thing. Fogging up the camera. You can't really see anything, but this looks good already. Definitely not going to need to have to put it back in the oven. You can see how that thing just falls apart just like that. Oh boy. Just keep mixing it, let some of that steam out of this thing and let it sit for a little minute. Get rid of most of that steam, and then you just come in and look at that. See how that rice just falls apart. Beautiful rice, perfectly tender. 4 cups of water, 4 cups of rice. If you want your rice a little bit more tender, you can add another ½ cup of liquid to it and you'll be fine. This is absolutely perfect, absolutely beautiful. Nothing mushy, nothing clumped together. That's just a nice part of that good old little country red rice, that Charleston red rice, that Gullah Geechee red rice. So I'm gonna go ahead and just plate this thing up. Well, no, actually I didn't do a taste test with this, guys. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't do a taste test with it. I just kind of ended the video, ended the cooking process, and kind of had a brain fart with it. Didn't do any kind of taste test, but you guys have seen me cook this a few times before, so not going to be missing anything. But please try this. Follow the recipe. Follow the recipe to a T, and you should be fine. You know, a lot of people have a lot of reservations about red rice and coming out too soggy or whatnot. Just follow the recipe, and I promise you will be satisfied. Alrighty, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment, and please subscribe to the channel if you are new. And you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch TV, and Pinterest. Cooking and Chilling with Kenny. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget the hashtag, guys. Take your burdens to the Lord and leave it there. Peace. Have a great day, everyone. Look at that red rice.